Alright, so is the Ronin S still a good gimbal to get in 2020? Well, I've been using it non-stop for the last 18 months and I'll give you my thoughts on it right now. So I've been using the Ronin S in my business for the last 18 months, literally nearly every single day, non-stop, without fail, and it has been an absolute beast of a gimbal, but I can't tell you how good it's been. But in 2020, there is just so many manufacturers out there, so many different gimbals, and does it still hold up? So when running a video business, I need my gear to be super reliable. I don't want to run into issues, I don't want to run into problems when I'm shooting, and being a DJI user with their drones in the past, I figured I'd jump on this new gimbal, see what it's all about, because they are one of the leaders in camera gimbals. I didn't want it to be too bulky because generally I'm shooting by myself, but I needed to hold the hefty weight of the Canon cinema camera. So seriously, since getting the Ronin S, it has worked absolutely flawlessly and I have never looked back. Super reliable, super predictable, and it literally works in every situation I've thrown it in. This thing literally gets thrown in my car and it's treated so bad and it still performs exactly like it did the first day I got it. I'm seriously so surprised this thing lasted so long. I was literally expecting to be getting a new gimbal in probably like 6 to 8 months after getting it, but it has held on for literally 18 months. This thing is crazy. Now ironically, before shooting this, the tilt axis mode decided to start having issues, but honestly, I am not surprised at this at all. For the past 18 months, I've had the C100 Mark II and the C200 on this thing, shooting majority of the time, sometimes up to 10 hours at a time. And although I make sure this is balanced perfectly every single time I use it, that sort of weight just puts a lot of stress on the motors. And so since my gimbal died, I did have an opportunity to look for some other manufacturers, see what else is on the market, like Zhiyun and the good point of the story is I kept going back to DJI. It just kept drawing me back in because of the reliability, because of the weight it can hold, and just the sheer fact it just works. Like, it doesn't matter what you throw at it, it just will take it no matter what. Literally for 18 months it took the weight of a C200, which I'm pretty sure is too heavy for it, but it took it like an absolute champ and crushed it. Now some of you know I recently got the Zhiyun Weeble S to use as my travel gimbal, and for travel purposes, absolutely amazing, does that job perfectly, but as an everyday workhorse, I can't say I would rely on it as much as I rely on the Ronin S. Plus the fact it can't hold a C200. If it could, if the Weeble S could hold a C200, that would be literally crazy. And this is the exact reason why I should. Oh my god, it is so windy here, but this is the exact reason why I shoot on Canon cameras. Okay, yes, they might not have the same specs or as good specs as other manufacturers. They may be a little bit more pricey, but at the end of the day, they're super reliable and they just work. And for me personally, I am more than happy to pay a slightly higher price for a product that I know is reliable and I know it's gonna work flawlessly, because at the end of the day, time is money, and if you're wasting time, you're just burning through money. So for me personally, would I recommend the Ronin S in 2020? And the answer to that one is 1,000 million trillion %. This thing is an absolute beast, and if you don't have one, you are absolutely missing out. So guys, if you want to learn more about the Ronin S, I'll leave a link below so you can find out all the info there. And if you want to learn how to balance it properly, the correct way, I'll leave a link up here as well so you can go check that out. But as always, stay creative and I'll see you on the next one.